Hey, what's up people? Welcome to Marianne TV, and this is Marianne, and yet on another episode of Marianne Adventures. I want to educate, inform, entertain and inform you all together. So today let's get to learn number 1, why everyone is hating on SGR economy class and just SGR as a whole. Number 2, the positive and the negative sides of SGR. Number 3, is the SGR economy class a yay or a no, or just the differences between the first class and the economy class. And number 4, a tour inside the SGR's toilet or washroom, especially if you haven't seen one before. You know, I got you covered. So first of all, let's start from the first things first. So once you've booked your SGR, whether online or in person, and the traveling day is here, make sure you come at least an hour earlier to have ample time in case anything comes up. And once you get here, you'll have a trillion checkup points, including dog sniffing, and then you pass your luggage through the security checkup as well, and voila, you head to the reception if you don't know anything and wish to be directed, or just depending with your purpose here, or head straight to the ticket area to get your tickets. So from here you head straight to the waiting lounge, and this is where you'll sit and wait for the announcements, and of course after some announcements are made, you now head to the plane, to the SGR. And of course here you can see us headed there. Here we have people of different calibers, colors, ethnicity, of course carrying different luggages. You can see for yourself and maybe get some tips for your next visit to Mombasa, you know. Okay, from here now is where I can now state my observation from different complaints laid by different people. If you just go to YouTube, you'll find a lot of people have complained about SGR, either the reception, the security, or the hospitality. So if I say from my observation, and of course from my experience, if I go from the entrance to the security, because a lot of people are complaining about dog sniffing. Actually, there's a Mzungu who complained about that, but I'll say kudos to the security at SGR, because nowadays you just never know. So I loved the security and everything until now we go to the reception. That is now where the problems begin. If you check my ticket, the clip that I just played for you guys, I didn't cut the ticket the same day that I was traveling. I did cut it the previous day because I didn't want all the commotion on the day that I was traveling. Maybe I get there late or something comes up, so I decided to cut the ticket earlier. So on the day that I was there, the previous day, and today, the day that I was traveling, there was a lot of complaints from the people who were surrounding me. The hustle and bustle, finally. If I take my neighbor for instance, she had booked a first class ticket that is 9K for the people she had, and she was complaining that her ticket, she was supposed to travel at 3 p.m. but when she came there to cut her ticket, she was told it was supposed to be for 8 a.m. and now sasa ticket zake zikakuwa tu zimeenda hivo, and now she had to pay again. Like hizo pesa zilienda tu hivo, there's nothing she could do about it. And then there's also another lady who came complaining about the same. There's another Mzungu who said that he had cancelled his flight, his SGR, and he was not being refunded, but I think later on he was refunded. And then also there was somebody else who came and complained that they have cancelled, there's no refund. A lot of people there, I think almost 5 people were complaining about the reception there, the hospitality, saying that they were rude, they were not hospitable. A lot of them actually were complaining about that. So I don't know, let me know from your observation, from your experience at SGR, what did you see? Did you see that there was a lot of the receptions were not hospitable? What is your experience? Let us know in the comments down below, because once and for all, we need to know this narrative and see what's up. Okay, your experience at the security checkup and at the reception, so the discussion goes on. Meanwhile, able to endelea because we want to get more experience, more observations. Okay. As you can note, the security confirmed our tickets at the door for everyone before going in. And so I got coach 13, and that's the farthest one, huh? Yani the second last coach. But what should amaze you actually is number one, our coach was the immediate front coach. Si ati tulikuwa sasa nyuma, ati juu tumepata coach ya nyuma. No, tulikuwa mbele actually. And number two, it's not like a normal bus such that the ones at the back are thrown upwards and sideways. Huh? What should amaze is that all through the SGR is comfort, like no swinging or being thrown all over. Okay, and so I found my seat, and of course it was at the window. Yay! Okay, here goes the second limitation. In economy, you sit facing each other, no space to stretch or you'll be stepping on your opposite neighbor. But I thank God for the neighbors I had on this day. One was on the phone throughout the journey, while the other slept 80% of the journey. And my immediate seat had no one perhaps was left behind, you know. Plus, if you are a shy person, you'll have it rough throughout the journey unless you are friends or your family seated together. Because in each cube, there are at least 4 people or 6, depending on which side you are seated at. While in first class, it's 2 people. Or let me know in the comment section the difference according to experience if you've used first class before, because I was actually to use one, but while booking on this particular day, this is the only time I had to book, or else I would not have used SGR for this season. So I only got it on this day, and the space was in economy class. Okay. But now the good thing with this setup of sitting facing each other, you actually make friends. On this particular day, I made a lot of friends. Okay, so that's the positive side of it. So we want to see these differences in the similarities, or rather the good things and the bad things, so that we can see which one has the highest way. So that will definitely, or after all, give SGR the marks it deserves, whether it's a yay or a nope. Another limitation are the seats that cannot slant. So you either sit straight or sleep up front, unlike first class seats or even the buses seats that can actually recline. And also another limitation here is the noise here is something else. It's either the kids are screaming, they are crying, playing, or from adults laughing, shouting at the kids, watching on the phone, or playing phone games. So when it comes to food, the economy class is slow when it comes to serving, because the attendant is one serving all the economy coaches, and you can imagine how long the SGR is, unlike first class, which I was made to know that it has several attendants. So you take forever just waiting for the food. Also, the food, snacks, coffee or drinks are super expensive. Some are double price, others triple, like mandazis. One costed 100 shillings. Coffee that I took was around 300 Kenyan shillings. And a hot dog that I took as well, with no toppings at all, at 200 Kenyan shillings. Which even at so took forever to be brought, because as I said, it goes, or rather the attendant goes back and forth, attending to anyone who needs food. In my queue, I was super duper hungry. I had not eaten at all. Okay, I'll recommend you carry your own snacks, foods, or water, you know, while boarding SGR. Enough, but I can't shout because I don't want to distract the peace of other people. So this is the economy class room, and yeah, that's how it looks like. Of course, you move this door here. And then electric distribution, something. So let me show want to give you a little tour of how the look in here looks like when you are training a car. Unfortunately, guys, it is dirty and smelling a little bit, but okay, I mean it's because I'm doing the video late. I didn't come to do it early, you know. I don't know if you guys can hear the movements, but this is how the room is. This is how the room is. It's feasible enough. Let me turn the camera. First of all, there's a sink. Vacuum toilet bowl usage announcement. So that's where you put the tissues instead of putting them in here. This is a knob just to hold on. Probably if you're taking a shower, you can use this one to hold your towel. This is the ceiling. Yeah, so guys, this is the window, of course, here with my manuales. This is the window, and you can use it to see yourself, to look at yourself. And I still have another one. So this is the knob, not to the people. So I'm showing you the flash knob because most people actually usually don't see it, including me. First time I never saw it, and I never flushed the toilet, and that's why many people never flush the toilet. And actually I never asked, which is bad manners. You really need to ask, but I asked for the second time. So nimeonyesha ndio knob ya kuflash. Msiashe toilets za SGR and flushed, okay? So with cleanliness, SGR are really trying. And I'll even show you a clip towards the end when I am going out where they are regularly cleaning the place. And will I use SGR again? Definitely yes, again and again. And I'll give my reasons. And before that, maybe I'll try to address some of the issues people were complaining about. But if I try to weigh between the positive and the negative, definitely the positives are a lot. And of course, that's something to consider when trying something new. And here are some of the reasons, or rather, the main reason is that SGR is really fast when traveling to either Mombasa, Mtito-Wandei, Mariakani, or what have you. It's really fast and affordable. It took us 6 hours to get to Mombasa, as opposed to a bus, which takes more than 10 hours. I actually used a bus before to go to Mombasa, and it took me more than 10 hours. Very uncomfortable. I mean, getting lost every now and then, but SGR is really fast and it's reliable when you try to confirm your details each time. The details, be sure you know the details very well. Get to at the SGR really early in case of any issues.
Thank you for choosing to travel with us, and we hope to see you next time. Best wishes to you and have a good afternoon. Tumewasili kituo chetu cha maisha. Tungependa kushukuru kwa ushirikiano wako. Asante sana kwa kujumuika nasi katika safari hii.
So 1K for the economy class, that's something really nice because of course we pay more for the first class, that is 3,000 Kenyan shillings for the first class, which is more comfortable as opposed to the economy class, which is 1,000 Kenyan shillings. I mean, like, they are really giving a good deal, which you can rarely get even for the buses, you can never get for the 1K. Okay, do I feel like they really need to do some changes? Yes, especially at the reception. I think they really need to address this issue because I got a lot of people complaining about them. They really need to address it, try to talk to the receptionist to be more hospitable with the guests. I mean, with the customers, with the people traveling. That is something they really need to work on. And also the issue of tickets and ticketing, they really need to address it because most people miss their SGR. And they end up spending more or paying more, which is quite unfortunate and something negative for the SGR. So this is an issue that is really supposed to be addressed. They see ways how to deal with such issues. Other than that, is there any other thing you feel like they need to change? Just be sure to comment down below in the comment section and let them know, because it's through discussions like this is when we let change become. When we don't address this, then we never see change. We'll keep on complaining and complaining without action. Other than that, in general, my experience was awesome. And then here we are getting at the Mombasa terminals, and let me tell you, there's just this good feeling you feel when you get to Mombasa. Like unasikia tu roho, it is just, you're overwhelmed with joy. Just see even me right now, very overwhelmed. I'm trying to talk, I can't even talk, but you are so much overwhelmed with joy when you just get to Mombasa, and especially when you see the oceans. Unfortunately, I don't have the clips of me exiting the Mombasa terminals, which is very unfortunate. But no worries, I got you because I have more series coming. Make sure you stay tuned, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, share to your friends, neighbors, sisters. Tell them I am coming with more series. So stay tuned and let me see you all in the next video. Bye bye.